Someone cooks dinner. Someone cooked dinner. Someone will cook dinner. Yes, all these are simple present, past and future tense. But do we know how to convert these into passive voice? What should we add? Why do we think that passive voice is so complicated? But believe me, it's really not so complicated. We'll just learn 3 simple tricks and it will be extremely easy. So, I, Reena Sharma, means your vitamin T, means your teacher for all online solutions, would be discussing these topics today. So, let's start the video. Hello students, so we are back again with our new topic, that is active and passive voice. We have often heard about this. What is active and passive voice? Whenever any sentence is given in the exam, active and passive voice, students look at the sentence. What is this now? So it is nothing. It means that the meaning of the sentence is same. You just have to reverse the subject and object. It means that the place value of the subject and the object will be reversed. Means hold your nose like this or turn your hand and then hold your nose. So first one is active, plain, simple, direct words, and the next one is passive. So active voice. So what is active voice? In case of grammar, the term used to classify sentences in which the subject of the sentence is the one actively performing the action. So subject of the sentence means about whom sentence is being dealing, the main subject. So the subject is performing actively. Suppose I say, Meghna eats food. Simply, we can understand that yes, Meghna eats food. So, it is which type of sentence? Yes, you all got correct. It is the simple present tense, which we have already done in our previous videos. And if anyone has any queries, you can please refer to the link which is given in the description box. So, Meghna eats food. But if I reverse the places of food and Meghna, what will happen? Will the meaning change? Will it happen that food will eat Meghna? It can never happen, isn't it? So, Meghna is the one who will eat the food. But if I change it, so this is an active voice. But if I change it into passive voice, what will be the sentence? Food is eaten by Meghna. So, what is the difference? Nothing. But see, instead of directly holding our nose, we just twisted our hand and tried to hold it. That is the only thing. Some people do not like straightforward things. They move around and then they reach the location. And some move directly. That is active and passive voice. So what was the difference? We added the word by in it. So whenever we are dealing with simple present tense and simple past tense or simple future tense, what is the format for it? Let's look. Let's first understand the definition first. So the subject of the sentence is the one actively performing the action. Means the subject is performing the action. Meghna eats food. So Meghna is the subject. She is actively performing the action, means she is doing the work. Here we are giving importance to Meghna. But when we change into passive, the importance is being given to food, not Meghna. That is the difference. Though the meaning doesn't change. So, subject of the sentence is the one actively performing the action of the verb. So now active voice is contrasted with passive voice. Why contrasted? Because here the object and the subject are interchanging its places, in which the subject of the sentence is the recipient of the verb's action. So here the subject of the sentence is the recipient of the verb's action. So now here the subject becomes the receiver. Whereas in first case, in case of active, the subject was a giver, or the doer, the one who was doing the action or performing the action. So, whenever we deal with the simple present, past or future tense, what are the formats? I have written it here in the side because when we would be doing some illustrations, it will help us. So see, in present, we always know that whenever we are dealing with in tenses, we have discussed that in simple present tense, we use the first form of the verb. In simple past tense, we use the second form of the verb. And in simple future tense, we use will plus first form of the verb. So these all will be coming in case of active voice also. No changes. So see, it became so simple. Next, if it is passive voice, what will happen? If it is passive voice, along with the helping verb, which verb we use? We have learned in tenses that whenever a helping verb is used, we always go with the third form of the verb. So, is are, we will use the third form. Was were, we will use the third form. Will be, for future, we would be using the third form. So, it is so simple. In case of passive, the form of the verb will be third in all the cases. Very clear? Only what we have to remember is the difference is in past. It will be the second form. Whereas present and future will be the first form of verb. So now, let's look for some of the examples so that the concept which we have now been explained will be easy. So let's look for some of the examples. So see, here are some of the examples. Let's deal first with simple present tense if the active format is given to you. Simple present tense. How to identify whether a sentence is simple present tense or simple past tense? Yes, you can recollect your tenses, what we have done, because if it is after the subject, if the verb used is in the form of second form verb or V2, or we say we use ed to it, then it becomes simple past tense. So it's so simple that these are simple present tense. Now, these are some of the active voices cases. How are we supposed to convert them into passive voice? Yes, no need to worry. First we will learn how to convert active to passive voice with all the forms of the tenses. Then we will carry on with passive to active, because both the formats are being asked in the examination. So first, the people speak English. So now what is the subject? The people. So now if we want it to be, this is a subject, this is a verb, and this is an object. Subject, verb, and object. So now this will become the subject and this will become the object. We will interchange the place. But can I write English speak the people? Of course, no. It's a strict no. Meaning is also not coming, and when you will speak, you will yourself think, what have I written? English speak the people? No. So what should we add in it? That the meaning doesn't change and the places are interchanged. So in case of simple present tense, we will add by in the passive voice. Along with that, is or if it is there, then we will use the third form of verb. But here no is or is there because we are dealing with simple present tense. So this will be coming in our continuous form, not in this. So the people speak English. So if I write English, we will take English as singular or plural. We will take it as singular. So English is, now this is the first form of the verb. We will change it into the third form of the verb. So English is spoken After the verb, we will use the word by. So English is spoken by the people. So students, is the meaning coming now? English is spoken by the people? Yes ma'am. Now it is extremely easy. So remember the trick. We have to add by to it and just change the verb in the third form and then just interchange the places. 3 simple tricks to remember in order to change active voice into passive voice. Now let's look for the second sentence. Pause the video. Before I do, try to do. Mr. Roy watches films. This is the object, this is the verb, and this is the subject. So films, what will we use? Is or are? It is singular or plural? Of course, ma'am, it is plural. The films are watched by Mr. Roy. Now, the policeman helped the children. So the children will become the subject, the policeman. See, have you noticed one thing? That the policeman, but I have used the verb help in the form of singular by. Though it is written here policeman, do you all remember that when we were studying subject-verb agreement, we dealt with it that policeman is never considered as a single person because we consider it as a group. So, we have used the verb form in singular form. Otherwise, we would have used it in plural form. But policemen are always considered as a group, more than one person. So we use it as singular form. It is considered as plural, not singular. So now what will be the sentence? The children. Again with children, we will use what? Are. Yes. The children are helped by the policeman. See, we changed the form of the verb, then we added by, and we just have seen whether the object is singular or plural. Accordingly, we have added the helping verb. Now look at our second example. Mother waters the flowers. So waters, this is the verb form. Mother is singular. So now just interchange it. So the flowers are, because flowers are plural, the flowers are watered by mother. So now say, isn't it very easy? Active and passive. Just 3 simple rules. Change the place. See it is singular or plural and add a by after the verb, not before the object or the subject. Or you can also remember in this way that before the object. But better to remember it after the verb. People celebrate many festivals in India. Oh my God, such a big sentence. Ma'am, what to take as subject and what to take as object? Subject is easy, but object is difficult, ma'am. So this is subject, we know people. But should we take festivals or India as the object? No need to be so much confused. See, count 1, 2, 3, 4. If you face difficulty, we have a trick. Count 1, 2, 3, 4. This is festivals. Take this as the object and keep the rest part of the sentence, however big it may be, in the same form. The sentence will be extremely easy. See how? So many festivals are plural, are celebrated by the people in India. Now I hope simple present tense, the transformation of simple present tense from active to passive is extremely easy. So now come to our next part, that is simple past tense. We will be doing some examples related to it. So now let's see some examples where we would be dealing with simple past tense, means the active voice is changed into passive voice if the sentences are in simple past tense form. So simple past tense for singular and plural we will be using was or were, and the verb will be changed into third form. So how to identify it is a simple past tense sentence? See, the verbs will be given in the second form. That is the only thing which we can keep in mind. Otherwise, lot of time students get confused during examination. Lot of questions, tricky questions are asked, where they get confused whether it is simple, present or past tense. So no need to be confused. In case of simple present tense, the verb will be in the first form. In case of simple past tense, the verb will be in the second form. So they knew it. So it is the object, this is the verb, and this is the subject. We just need to interchange the sentence by adding what? Recall what I said? Yes. You all got correct. We have to add by. We will be adding by in the sentence and it will be converted. See how? So they knew it. It will be singular or plural? Of course, we cannot take it as plural. We will be taking the was. The helping verb was here. So it was. Now knew. What is the third form of the verb of knew? Yes. Yes, known. It was known by. See, after the verb we will add by. So it was known by them. She sang a song. So she is the subject. This is the object. This is the verb. So a song was. Sang will become sung. A song was sung by. Now don't write she. Change the pronoun form. Otherwise the sentence will be totally incorrect. So a song was sung by her. He wrote a letter. Object, verb, subject. So a letter was wrote. Write, wrote, written. A letter was written by. No, don't write he. A letter was written by him. He loved his friends very much. So 1, 2, 3, 4. His friends were loved by. After by we will give the subject which is taking the place of object. His friends were loved by him. Then the rest part of the sentence. It can be small, big, doesn't matter. Very much. So this is simple past tense. Now let's look for some of the examples where we would be dealing with simple future tense. How to convert simple future tense sentences into active and from active to passive voice. So now look, simple future tense. So in simple future tense, what to do? Of course, by will be added, but one more word, be, will be added. But where to add be? In case of simple future tense, let's see. She will accept the offer. Accept is the verb. She is the subject. Offer is the object. So, the offer of, we will write this in first. It is a future instant or incident which is supposed to be taken place. So, will, the offer. After will, we have learned in the format of simple future tense that will be any action which will be taking place. So, we will use after will be. The offer will be. Now, this will be changed into third form. The offer will be accepted by her. We will not write she, write her. You will never forget this lesson. So this lesson is the object. So this lesson will be never forgotten by you. So don't change the form of you, because ma'am you told change the form of she and he. You will also change the form of you. No, you will be intact. I will finish the job by Monday. So 1, 2, 3, 4, the job. So the job will be finished by, not I. What? Yes, me. By me, by Monday. They will tell you when the time comes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You will be told by, they will become them. You will be told by them when the time comes. When the time comes. So see how easy is active and passive voice. Unnecessarily we just have created in our mind that it is so tough and difficult. So, but before doing that, I will suggest that please refer to the videos of tenses. You can see that in the description box, so that while changing it, it will be easy. And the rest, present continuous tense, past continuous tense, future continuous tense, how to deal those sentences of active voices into passive voices will be in my next video. So thank you.